Yeah, I mean, I hope people remember not only the greatness that we have on the field, but the way that we've done it. I mean, I feel like we enjoy it every single day. We have fun. We play hard. And it's not always pretty, but we just continue to fight to the very end. And I know you get fatigue of the team sometimes, of one team winning. But we try to enjoy it and just enjoy the moment that we have together and enjoy just kind of what we can do every single day to bring the best out of each other. I don't know if it was this week, man. I played with McCole for a long time, man. He's always ready for the moment, and he's someone that continues to practice hard and get better. And obviously, that receiver rotation, we were bouncing around a lot of guys all year long, and those guys just continue to work. And I mean, just like last Super Bowl, man, it's like you never know who it's going to be. It's about everybody being ready for the moment, and he was ready for that moment in a couple of big plays. Yeah, the play call, I think it started because Clyde was the first one to run it, and Trav was the other guy part of it, so it was like Tom and Jerry, that whole thing. It was that's the concept of the play, and then the motion was the exact same motion that we ran in the Super Bowl last year, and they actually covered it pretty well at first, and then I kind of looked back and looked back to them, and that's a little risky always, so I was a little like, hey, let me make sure it's open. But obviously, Coach Reed, man, he knows when to call those plays at the right time. Yeah, that was the play. I mean, we calling the timeout, I thought was important for us to go over there and discuss what we wanted in that moment. And we all agreed on that play. I knew before the play, it's more of a man design play where Kels kind of comes from behind the line of scrimmage. And I talked to Rasheed about maybe if you can't set the little rub, if you can kind of set up open. And with them being so focused on that, it opened right open for me to run. And I knew I was going to get a yard. So I actually got down on that one. And we were able to get that first down and keep the drive going. He's one of the best coaches of all time. I believe he's the best coach of all time. I mean, I know he doesn't have the trophies yet, and I have a lot of respect for some of those great coaches. But the way he's able to navigate every single team he has, continue to have success no matter where he's at. And for me, he brings out the best in me because he lets me be me. I think that's important. Is he doesn't try to make me anyone else. I don't think I'd be the quarterback that I am if I didn't have Coach Reed being my head coach. And other than that, he wants you to be the best person you can be, and that's something that I think is truly special. Yeah, I think it means more, man. I mean, to be able to battle through that adversity and come out better on the other side, and I think it prepared us for the playoffs. Obviously, we've had a lot of great playoff runs, but this is going to be up there because just the way that we kind of continue to battle whenever times weren't great. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to celebrate tonight. I'm going to celebrate at the parade, and then I'm going to do whatever I can to be back in this game next year and trying to go for that three-peat. So it's an ongoing thing in the NFL. I think Tom said it best, is once you win that championship and you have those parades and you get those rings, you're not the champ anymore. You have to come back with that same mentality, and I learned from guys like that have been the greatest of all time at the top of the level. So that's my mindset, is I'm going to celebrate with my guys because of how we done this, but then we're going to work our way to get back to this game next year. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is the way we did it. The battle throughout the middle of the season, to continue to have that mindset of we're going to continue to believe. It truly is special. I'm going to try to stop getting down 10 points in these games and make them a little bit easier, but I was proud of how the guys fought. I mean, they're all tough. I'm not going to like one's tougher than the other. It takes your best, and I think for me personally, it was just battling through adversity throughout the season. Whenever the offense wasn't playing like I wanted it to play, and just continue to believe and fight. But I'm not gonna act like one's tougher than the other, because all these games are tough, and it takes your best football. Yeah, I mean, it's special. I think it's that championship mindset. I mean, whenever stuff isn't going great, we're going to continue to fight. And this game wasn't. We had times we weren't playing great, especially the offense, and we were able to step up to the occasion while the defense is making those stops. And people are going to talk about the offense because we had those last few drives. But the defense is what kept us in that game, and that's our entire season. They're going to give us chances, and we're going to make it happen when it counts.
I love you, dog. Super Bowl champion, baby.
Rashee Rice, man, I mean, I think if I would have looked at him at the end of regulation, I might have got a game-winning touchdown there. So he's a guy who wants it. I think that's the biggest thing is he wants to be great. And for someone to be in this offense and learn the offense of Coach Reed and continue to get better and better, I think he's just at the beginning of where he's going to end up being at. And luckily, I don't know if it's lucky for him, but he lives in Texas, so he'll get to see me a lot this offseason as we continue to try to make him one of the top receivers in this league. I mean, that's a great football team, but once they stopped and held them to a field goal, our mindset was go win the game right here. Once we got that ball, we fell short in regulation. We're not going to let it do it again. We're going to go out there and win the game. Defense got the stop, and we were able to do that.
Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.